VEVOR Stand Airless Paint Sprayer Walkthrough. Smart features for big projects. If you have ever painted a long apartment hallway with a roller, you know the quiet dread that creeps in halfway through. The tray keeps drying out, your arm feels heavy, and the clock seems louder than usual. Large jobs like warehouses or factory walls are not just tiring, they are slow. You spend entire weekends climbing ladders, bending, stretching, reloading paint, and still end up chasing uneven patches the next day. That faint smell of drying latex and the gritty feel of overspray in the air stays with you longer than expected. Deadlines slip, energy drains, and the work that should feel productive starts to feel endless. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone.
The frustrating part is not just the effort, it is the inefficiency. You roll one section, step back, and notice thin spots. So you go over it again and again. Meanwhile, ceilings require awkward ladder shifts, and corners demand a brush anyway. Over time, this constant stop-start rhythm eats into your schedule. What should take a day quietly stretches into 2 or 3. The tension builds, especially when clients or tenants are waiting for completion. Even worse, thick primers or sealants refuse to spread smoothly, forcing extra thinning or additional coats. It becomes less about painting and more about managing mess, fatigue, and time pressure. You begin calculating how many more hours it will take instead of focusing on the finish itself. That slow drain on focus and momentum is what makes big painting jobs feel heavier than they should.
Then everything changed when I started using the VEVOR Stand Airless Paint Sprayer. Do not just pick any airless paint sprayer. Make sure it has high-pressure 3,300 psi output so you never suffer uneven coverage and endless re-rolling again. This 1,500-watt stand-mounted system is built for scale. With a 0.7 gallons per minute flow rate, it pushes paint consistently across wide surfaces without constant refilling or thinning. The flexible suction tube draws directly from 1 to 5 gallon buckets, and the extension rod reaches high ceilings without repeated ladder climbs. And here is the thing, it feels less like fighting the wall and more like guiding the spray. Suddenly, the job moves forward instead of dragging behind you.
Once you see it in action, the difference becomes practical, not theoretical. The 1,500-watt motor maintains steady 3,300 psi pressure, allowing thick coatings like primers or sealants to spray without heavy thinning. VEVOR states it can work up to 8 times faster than rollers and 20 times faster than brushes on large areas, and that speed shows clearly on warehouse walls and apartment corridors. A commercial contractor shared that he completed a 6-meter-high, 50-meter-long wall in about 2 hours using this type of unit, a task that would have taken most of a full day by hand. An industrial coatings technician mentioned the consistent coverage on concrete and steel beams, especially during long shifts. Now, one honest objection is overspray. Airless systems require proper masking and technique. But with adjustable pressure control and the included nozzle options, you can fine-tune the pattern for better control. Quick question, are you spending more time painting or repositioning ladders? That answer often says everything.
At its core, the VEVOR Stand Airless Paint Sprayer turns large-scale painting from a drawn-out chore into a controlled, high-speed workflow. Thousands of contractors and serious DIY users rely on similar 3,300 psi airless systems for apartments, warehouses, and exterior walls because the time savings are measurable. If you want to see the full specifications, included accessories, and current availability, check the affiliate link in the description and pinned comment. Take a calm look at whether it fits your next big project. If it does, you will likely feel the difference on day 1.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.